Alright, so yeah, we're gonna be doing honest arts since we are right where we can end the game, and it would only be like another half hour or so to do so. And also, I would like one more level to get speech out of the dumpster.
You want someone dead?
So let's run on up to
Really dead?
honest arts. Honest arts. Honest arts. Don't know what shack this is. Boarded up. That's what it is. It almost seems like that was the original place where you met up with the Happy Trails folks instead of Shady Little Cave.
You
Alright.
looking for trouble, bud?
How long have you been a psychopath?
Hey, hey, hey!
Pip-Boy, Vault Suit? Vault Suit? I almost lived there in 150 years.
I may have been exaggerating a little. Truth is, guy was dead when I found him, okay? Had a ton of shit on him.
I just realized the Vault 22 when he got off a dead guy, he might be rectified.
Sorry. Basically, it makes me... Jed says it's got maps. Huh? Me? I'm so used to wearing mine, it's just...
I don't think your Pip-Boy works. Better go tell Jed.
Go ahead.
Never mind, keep using the game. Here's some of my gear and I'll keep my mouth
I
shut.
travel light on purpose, okay? And when it's something or some... In fact...
Deadeye, huh? How'd you get that thing?
how you... Why, once I got jumped by 3
3
death
Death
jaws.
Jaws.
Except, actually, it was 4 of them. Imagine that! But I didn't panic. Because I never panic. What I did was become a storm of death. Shot every one of them monsters pop in the eye.
Just like checking something. Wow, that was a long delay. Death Jaws, huh? You can say Death
No,
Claws?
no, you heard me right. Death jaws. They're like death claws, but bigger teeth. Or there was the time one of them Steel Brotherhood assholes made the mistake of messing with me. Last mistake he ever made.
Saying you killed a Brotherhood of Steel Paladin?
What's it sound like I'm saying? If I was saying what you said I was saying, then yeah, I said it. I was walking along, minding my own, and up pops one of them Brotherhoods. He yells, "Hand over that laser rifle, asshole!" So I hand it over, just to make him think I'm scared. But really I'm not. I never am. Before he knows what hit him, I draw my 11mm machine gun and bam, bam, right through the eye slit in his helmet. DOA.
What a load of crap. I said some T-Series power armor foolproof.
Then I guess this dumb fucker's armor must have been D-Series or something. All I know is he died up.
Oh, darn, should've gone with the guns one.
The NCR took back Nelson.
Looking to join this caravan, huh? Earning my keep. The work suits me. Grew up in New Reno. Then I wound. You ask me?
Our tribe.
Say those robots on the strip.
So yeah,
running
you
around
have a
like
limit on
crazy.
how much gear you can bring in.
Heard my little bro.
You get to Salt Lake.
Without New Canaan's mission in Zion, the only ways to Salt Lake City are down the highway's too risky. Ogden's just
Degenerate tribes. Warlords. Raiders. Just checking for skill checks. Ready to go.
I bet you are.
Why the weight limit?
You ain't
Or something. Don't ask, 'cause I don't know.
With the strong back perk, and maybe some others, you can carry more, but I ain't got those, so. And seeing how my power armor isn't hungry, ATM. Goodbye, metal armor. You were good for nothing. Actually, I think if we store things in the box here, they stay. So, still need to drop another 20 pounds. 3 pounds of lead. Hmm. That's a nice even number of caps. Totally on purpose. So it looks like most of my weight is held up in.
Are you here to join? There's a chest over yonder.
Yeah, what's it this time?
You can, and then also convincing him to carry some of your stuff makes it a little bit, so you can carry a little bit more, but I obviously am still carrying way too much. Like 21 pounds of water. Dirty water. I'll take back my 3 pounds of lead then.
Are you here to join?
Alright, let's go. I'm ready.
You should.
Yes, I'm sure.
The paths we're following are slow going, so you might as well keep your ears open and listen to what old Jed has to say. A few
Alright.
decades back, folks in the NCR started to hear about a community in northern Utah called New Canaan. Didn't know much about them, except that they were religious folks, sent out missionaries to talk to the tribes. We've seen our share of cults,
Take a sip.
but the New Canaanites, they were honest traders. Good fighters, too. Raiders wouldn't tangle with them. But then, the Legion appeared in Arizona. I reckon you know all about them. Turns out Caesar's first war chief, The Malpace legate was a New Canaanite, Joshua Graham. Legend goes that Graham was the meanest, toughest son of a bitch in the whole damn legion. The New Canaanites wouldn't talk about him. They were ashamed. Guess I can't blame them. Well, at Hoover Dam, the Malpace legate finally met his match. Hanlon and Oliver kicked his New Canaanite butt right back over the river. Caesar had to make an example for the others, to show them that even at the highest level, failure wouldn't be tolerated. He had Graham covered in pitch, lit on fire, and thrown into the Grand Canyon. People say he didn't even scream on the way down. Not long after, some of the slaves and tribals started to talk. Said Graham wasn't dead. Shouldn't have been any surprise. All this talk bothered Caesar, so he forbade anyone from speaking his name. Wanted to erase Joshua Graham from history. He got his wish. Joshua Graham disappeared, and in his place came legends of the burned man walking the wastes. Probably just a tribal ghost story. But New Canaan's been silent for a long time. Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe the Malpace legate is dead. Or maybe Joshua Graham did crawl out of that canyon and finally found his way back home. All right, people. Been a long couple of weeks. But here we are. Zion. I know your feet hurt. I know you're tired. But I need everyone's mind on the trail ahead.
Ain't the trail ahead worries me, Jed. Those descents we made through that slot canyon back up there. Ain't no way we're getting back out the way we come. And then what?
God damn it, Stella heard you the first time. And the 15th, too. The New Canaanites will know a way. And if they don't, we've got the maps on our friend's Pip-Boy over there. Enough lollygagging. Get moving. And keep an eye out for tribals.
Sorry to bother you with reality, old Jed. Who cares if we can't get back out the way we come? That's not a problem.
Surely everyone's gonna live through this. And not die instantly.
Deserve this. My Pip-Boy don't even work. Why the fuck you hire me?
So how long do you think Ricky was a pain in the ass for? I did not need his jumpsuit. I wanted his sunglasses though. I can't even fucking see anyone alive. Oh.
Don't you die on me, whoop.
I don't think it's possible to save all, well, any of the Happy Trails folks. I think they're all doomed to die. You can have the launcher back. I just wanted the ammo from it, really. I haven't ever really tried to save them, to be honest. But I don't think you can't save them. Thankfully, most of these guys are going to have very little in the way of armor, if any at all. And I'm liking that they're all giving me stuff to feed my gun.
Whitelegs don't leave survivors often. You're some kind of lucky, let me tell you. You came from outside, didn't you? From the civilized lands. Wow. Joshua will want to hear about this. I mean the lands beyond the valley. The place where the cities never fell. Where people don't live in tribes and forage just to survive. Joshua keeps saying it isn't paradise. Good sists? Maybe while you're there.
Yep. First companion of DLC. When you get the second companion, you lose him permanently. Yay!
Hold up. See that log over there? Take a closer look. There might be some good stuff tucked in there.
Or it might just be ant meat. That's the kind of stuff you find inside an ant.
We follow this path for a while. Nice view of the river. Yeah. Freeze. Don't move. Why? Whew. That was some kind of lucky. Guess that one was all full of gecko, eh? Don't get used to it, though. Yaoguai are plenty mean as a rule.
I shoot it in the
You
head.
can take the path north here if you want. Or head east over the ridge. There's a nice view from the top of that cliff, if you want to look.
I don't think I'm gonna do every single side quest in this, if any. But I can do some exploring and moidling. The spine. You know, maybe it's just coming from having grown up in Valley, being used to having mountains around, but it's kind of nice having all. It's real pretty having all these cliffs around. And then we get temporary +3 perception, as well as some marked locations we're getting up here with Follows Chalk. Nothing too crazy. And uh, that's his perk. Is you get up high enough, you get a temporary boost of perception, and mark certain locations on your map. That's it. It's not awful. I mean, it's definitely not good. He's, from what I remember, he's actually pretty solid in combat. And I believe this DLC actually introduced something to the series, and that's rain. Like, this was the first time throughout the series that rain could ever happen. I haven't seen any yet, obviously, but... And I might be wrong. I just feel like I read that somewhere when it first came out. Blood sausage. 2 blood
You see the
sausages.
dead sentries? Shamans say our enemies' souls are trapped in them. But Joshua says it shows we're serious about fighting Whitelegs.
I mean, the Dracula lawn ornaments.
See those handprints? Dead horses and sorrows mark them on taboo places. Places from back when. Good thing for you, I don't buy into that stuff.
Oh, it's not lined. Park Ranger hat. Yeehaw. Gives you extra survival and perception. And prior to this DLC, I think the only piece of equipment that gave you a boost to survival was Caesar's armor itself. Mutant K fungus, Xander root, and wine to make it 35 health every second for 20 seconds. Hot damn, 700 health. Then a thick red paste. Flower and mutant K fungus for 19 health for 30 seconds. So just under 600. 570. I think I've driven through here before in real life. Well, I've been through here. I wasn't the one doing any of the driving. Because it was back when I was
You're
like
getting all turned around.
12 or something on a family trip. A little slower, please. It's going too fast. You know, I don't need to be taking all the meat off of everything, especially not with the slowly incoming sausage and paste. But I do like taking bighorn meat because when cooked, it gives you strength. And that enables my hoarding addiction. Take a sip. Sounds like geckos. He's called Follows Chalk because he's not a full scout, because he just follows the chalk of everyone else. All the real scouts. Oh yeah, I don't know how to open locks. Excuse me.
I don't think they're coming back.
Not as deep as I thought it was. Whoops. Yeah. Definitely not surviving that while I'm in my power armor. Because I can't get far enough. Because, like, my feet are just barely in the what looks like it'd be deep enough. Come on. Nope. Just straight up no surviving that. Alright. Moving on. That looks deep enough, right? Jesus, this is why I don't like traveling with companions.
I'm not worried with you. Stop looting. I have more than enough of everything I'll need. But unfortunately, looting is ingrained into my soul, so I don't have much choice in the matter. Also, I'm lost. Should not have jumped into the river. It was honestly a stupid thing to do.
I said it was you get high to a high enough place and you get the bonus. It's when you climb to certain locations. It's not getting to a certain Y value. It's when you enter this X location. Like you climb a specific mountain and you're standing in a big zone, you get the buff. For his thing. East Fork Bridge. I don't see a single fork here. I don't know what you're talking about.
Whoa! Here we go!
Zion Mantis.
Finally get to explore all those taboo places without the other scouts yelling at me. Can't wait.
Oh, right. Power armors let me actually carry my garbage. Oh, gross. Giant Cazadors. The regular sized ones weren't awful enough, I guess.
Still looking, but I got nothing. Still looking, but I got nothing.
There it is. Oh, no, that is a bark scorpion that's being pulled
Still
through the
looking,
fourth dimension.
but I got nothing.
Poor guy. Which honestly has me wondering if I thought the Cazador might have gotten stuck in the world. Okay. Yeah, I think they were part of the problem was that they're in water, and despite looking like they fly, they do not actually have AI for flying, so they have to stick to the ground or water. And I don't think there's anything in this game or in this engine that can fight while swimming. And did you miss three parts, or did I forget how to count? Hold on a second. I guess he did. Sorry about that. Also, welcome back. There's Death. Yeah, 20-year-old game AI, so you gotta cut it some slack.
So I finally get to explore all those
Yes, you
taboo
do.
places
Shut up.
without the other scouts yelling at me. Can't wait.
It's raining. And like I had said, I'm pretty sure this is the first time in a Fallout game where rain was ever possible. Yeah, kind of like he was caught, and the AI kind of breaks a little bit if you're on something above them and they don't have a clear path to it. So since I was on a rock, above him, and there, like I said, there was no path to it. It kind of freaked out and got stuck in the water. At most, when the AI runs into that issue, if they don't have a way to shoot, yeah, like when you're pissed off. Uh, at most, what the AI will try to do is just run and get away from you, so you can't shoot them if they don't have a means of shooting back at you. But
That's Pine Creek up there. Supposedly, it's one of only 2 ways out of Zion Valley. Of course, without a map, good luck surviving.
oh, and by the way, this is one of the DLCs. We're at the point with the main quest that I'm at the last quest, basically. So, rather than make the stream be 20 minutes long as I storm that, I figured I'd do one of the DLCs, and this one's a bit shorter than the others. So, I figured why not? Alright, where am I I think they were. I don't know what role they really played in the first two Fallouts. Excuse me. But in this, and especially in Fallout 3, I think they were meant to be like guard dogs for the super mutants, because super mutants were everywhere in Fallout 3. And they had, I think they had a kind of low perception score, but then centaurs would have a crazy high perception score, so they'd uh, notice the player a lot sooner than the super mutants would, but would be able to then pull aggro from pull the uh, they would let the super mutants know that the player was nearby and draw their aggro onto them. At least from a gameplay point. As from a lore point,
Way
uh,
I heard it, Salt upon
I think it
Wheels
was like,
slaughtered everyone in New Canaan and nailed their corpses
I
to
think
the
we had
cliffs.
talked about it and was like a combination failed FEV project slash genetic splicing between human, canine, and feline DNA, and it resulted into that. Uh-oh. Well, at least it only took the game this time. Oh, please. Yeah, I've had a lot of crashes, but I've also, played this for years upon years. Although, usually it kind of stutters a lot more before that can ever happen, so I'm more prepared for it.
Bet they don't have anything as nasty as Yao Guai out where you come from, huh?
No, but we've got death claws. That's much worse. Alright, good luck pissing. I mean, have fun. Water's not deep enough. Not gonna lie, that is a sick mural up there. How did they get up there?
These paintings
I imagine
show
it's
dead
like
horses'
two
victory
guys up at the
against other
top
tribes.
have ropes and
Lots
lower
more of them
painter
since
guy
Joshua
down who's
painted
like,
to us.
yes, this is my artwork. Fish. And I think mutant cave fungus, which is required for
Nearly there
upgrading
now. Watch out for
the good
traps in the water.
Eatons.
Got to keep the white legs out somehow.
Um, mutant cave fungus I don't think is in this DLC. I think it might be unique to Old World Blues. Fish. Fishy. Fallen Rock Cave. Nah. Not
We
what we
are.
need to explore.
Joshua's just ahead there, in the Angel Cave.
I will try to do some side stuff so that the stream's not super short, but I'm not going to go out and explore every single place. They're not actually really doing any damage to each other. Two bears high-fiving. Reference to the Rorschach test at the beginning of the game.
Oi. You know our tongue. Smart, Auslander. Joshua in high place of cave. You show respect,
Just a second.
man. Joshua.
What was I saying? Two bears high-fiving. Reference to the Rorschach test from the beginning of the game. Because there's one of those panels that I swear is a picture of two bears high-fiving. Everyone sees two bears high-fiving, but that's not one of the options.
We should have given you a better welcome on your first visit to Zion. But from what I hear, the Whitelegs beat us to it. Whitelegs seem to be the only visitors we have these days. And I wouldn't have expected anyone from the Mojave to come looking for us. And you're a courier, no less. Not the one I was expecting. But I suppose he wouldn't have come with a caravan. I don't know if you were close to the other members of your group, but you have my sympathy. I pray for the safety of all good people who come to Zion, even Gentiles. But we can't expect God to do all the work. Happy trails. I remember. They were good friends. I have bad news for your employers. New Canaan was destroyed, its citizens scattered. All because of the Whitelegs. And Caesar, of course. The Whitelegs want to join the Legion. Caesar's rite of passage is the destruction of the New Canaanites. Almost. The good news is the bad news. You're a good neighbor to us. We all go through periods of darkness. Daniel and I need pre-war. Normally, we would have some of the dead horses or sorrows.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. He's inexperienced.
Also, you
Welcome
can
back.
trade with him, and he's a
What can
decent
I
source
do?
of ammo.
Caesar would never admit this openly. I've heard one of them travels the Mojave as a courier. Most of Caesar's agents...
45 auto is mostly what he trades in, and he also does standard ammo so that you're not bound to just using the DLC weapons, but he doesn't have 556. Darn. I'll grab a few of them. And what the heck, Datarana for when my legs decide to go walking without the rest of me. I need to stop picking up so much garbage. But that is the way I do things. Behold, one of the worst weapons in the game, the firebomb. I guess we'll just get the rest of his money from ammo. There's even a unique laser pistol in this DLC. I've debated using them before for a challenge, but I can never remember where it actually is, so I'm not going to bother. Goodbye. There's a little side quest, completely unrelated side quest you can do where you climb up this canyon and take a baby bighorn back to its herd. But I do not feel like doing it because that quest is annoying. Plain and simple. Okay. Ranger substation Peregrine, like a falcon. The much less successful Yakuza title. Like a falcon. Alright. What is that? Oh. No wonder I didn't recognize the sound it was making. It was a rat squeaking at me. Yay, level up. Just dump everything into speech so that we can... Though the rodents of unusual size are in this if you take the Wild Wasteland perk. Granted, in very few places. Still, repair the compass. Dino toy. These are small skeletons, because this was a bus full of, like, Boy Scouts. But yeah, the ROUSs are in the game if you have Wild Wasteland on. I suppose I can go show them off when we get back to the mainland, because you cannot leave until the DLC quest is done. I can't remember. I don't think these ones are going to be very far apart. No, they're not. That was weird. You're gonna go? Oh. Alrighty. Thanks for stopping by, even if it was just for a little bit. Did the dog die, or just disappear? It might have just run off because it got damaged enough. Yep. One of the few times NPCs use poison, and I don't think it's like how the player uses poison. I think it's they have special inaccessible weapons that are similar to the ones the player can use that just happen to inflict poison and other nasty debuffs. Never messed around much with the poisons in this, just because it's a really inefficient way to play. You get one use per dose, and each dose is not cheap to make, so it doesn't make a ton of sense to do it. And despite my inability to hit the broadside of a barn, I do prefer shooting over melee, even though melee is so strong in this game. Woo! Don't do drugs, kids. East Fork Bridge. Yaoguai Cave. I wonder what's in there. Truly a mystery for the ages. Well, I kept seeing that challenge to kill a bunch of bears, so here we go.
Like the shadow of a ghost.
What the fuck does that even mean? Hollow points work pretty good throughout this DLC just because hardly anything has any armor. Like, at most, you have the white legs, and most all their armor is light armor, and not very good light armor at that, from what I remember. So, you kind of lose that. You don't really have to worry about the uh, way the hollow points increase the target's armor.
Feels good to be doing some actual scouting, not just following.
You're following me, though. I don't think I can actually shoot through this. Yep. Are you kidding me? It crashed again. Nope. Thought it did, but no, it was Windows saying, "Hey, you wanna upgrade?"
I'm headed for the big dark.
Oh, follows Chalks. Must have got poisoned, and doesn't have a healing factor to keep him alive through it. Why does it sound like swimming? Oh. Oh, that's why he was dying. It got me in the face. Blood sausage. Let's have one. Also get rid of that. And restore in condition. He's not dead. This isn't on hardcore mode. He's just knocked out. Another Cazador? you poor sap. Stuck in a rock. OBS is not liking this for some reason. Probably just because my computer's not liking this and OBS is not really willing to give up its power. Well, enjoy your life in the rock, man. I can't shoot you, so can't put you out of your misery. You know, I just realized I don't have better crits. Granted, I don't think I have the agility for better crits. I have finesse, but not the same thing. Another downside of coming here at such a late level. These guys tend to carry some... These guys can carry some solid weapons, like the 12-7 pistol. Or riot shotguns. E. Oh, hey fellas. Paul's shock is back down. Granted, I think he was basically brought back up at 1 health, and then the Gecko was like, nah, that's too many health. Yeah, the green geckos are really strong. Meat. Sausage. Meat. Sausage. Meat. You stop picking up the meat. Get up.
Okay. Okay, I'm up. What's next? For as
Continue
long as
exploring.
I remember, the dead horses have thought that places of the old world were taboo. Doesn't look so spooky to me.
That's because you're young and excited. Cookbook, not really important, more useful. Walkie Tahakis. Be 2 shotguns to my pet Varmint Rifle, and we're good to go. No longer over encumbered, and he's back at full power. Up, up, up. Sounds like a bear. Follows Chalky, heel stealing bastard.
Backup, healing, something.
Nah. If he dies, he dies. Just kidding. He's a protected NPC. Only I can kill him. I think. It might be actually essential. I don't remember how it works. Still don't get how I haven't gotten enough broken limbs to get the tough guy perk.
The spitter plants and the green monster men aren't native to Zion. Wonder where they came from.
Vault 22. Hueva garache. I don't speak Spanish. Could ask my brother though, he does. But he ain't live here. He lives at the other side of the state. Ow. I'm sure it's like Hunter's Cave or something like that. Can't open that. I don't know how it locks. Dang, Thinner pace lasts a long time.
Whoa! Here we go!
And maybe it was just having better water or something, but better access to water, or maybe actual soil. Yeah, these spore plants here are a lot bigger and stronger than the ones in Vault 22. Hence the giant part of their name. Also, I am actually fucking dying. Seriously, how many more times do I have to break a leg? 12 more. Really? I feel like that's where that felt like feels like it's been there for a while.
Can I get some backup?
I am going through ammo faster than I thought. Can you not cook Yahweh? Hmm. Did they seriously forget to put Yao Guai into a cooking recipe? Hmm. Well, then I need to stop looting Yao Guai meat. Although it does give you a damage buff, so we're holding on to it. Oh yeah, it's one of his caves. I should have known by the traps. Let's see here, scrap metal, duct tape. Not all the stuff for a weapon repair kit. So I'm not even gonna bother picking this stuff up. Yes, Randall Clark, I think was the character's name. He was a pre-war guy living into the just post-war. Like a survivor of the bombing and then wilderness survivor in the post-world. Survived for a long time, basically all on his own, lonesome for a while. Helped out those he could,
Look, I'm not dead.
and killed those that he had to, leading to cool things like the Sorrows are actually descendants of children that he saved way back when. That's part of why they don't like going in caves, because they sort of deified him and considered going into the caves as taboo because it's going into God's place. I mean, it doesn't help that he just called himself like Father in the Caves or something like that.
The spitter plants and the green monster men aren't fighting.
And it's also a shame that I'm not going to really find any 556 in the DLC, so I need to not be exploring caves. Anyways. This should be the exit right here. It's raining again. Spore plant. Or is it just geckos? Green geckos. can't remember. I think green geckos get the spit move, only they're a lot faster and a lot more accurate with it than the plants or, God forbid, centaurs are. But even without it, the green geckos are pretty tough and hit pretty hard. Sorry, dog. But you crossed the wrong guy. And you had triple blood sausage on you. Oh hey, big horner. Gunther. Flower. General store. Congratulations on the promotion, General.
Whoa! Here we go! Ha! Way I heard it, salt upon wounds butchered everyone in New Canaan and nailed their corpses to the cliffs. Gotcha!
Use that to fix up one of the actually valuable guns. Yep. Need the lunch boxes. Oh yeah, there's also the snow globe. And just in case like as a failsafe, in case you've killed Mr. House already, since you won't be able to turn it in, but the game just gives you the caps for finding it right off the bat. It's like that with all the DLCs, except for Dead Money, where you don't get caps, you get chips, which is actually even better. Terminal Canal. Hands. Well, I'll say. Eep. Excuse me. Sneezes. No, not that. Not that. Or that. Nope. Nope. Faust? Nope. Sands? Nope. Favor? Nope. Raj? Could be. So, guy ordered actual survival camping gear, shit you'd expect for a general store in a national park. Um, Here's that bus that crashed. They were coming to pick up the lunch boxes that I've been picking up. And hey, we got some fucking dinosaurs here. And that explains why there's dino dolls, dino toys here when they should all be in Nevada for the dinosaur in Novak. Could have sworn they were in one of those. Oh, there's one of them. And there's another. And the thing about those lunch boxes is because they're, quest items, they're actually completely static. They cannot move, things cannot move through them. So I could have tried moving the box that it was sitting in, and even if I somehow managed that, the lunchbox would have stayed sitting there. Gosh darn it. Let's start eating some of our garbage.
Always knows where north is, huh? Even if it can't see the stars?
Imagine there was a secret where you put a third hat on the bear. If moving things function wasn't so god awful in this game, there probably could have been. Contaminating medical supply kit. The supply kit is mostly intact. Several bandages broken open. This infected ball is leaking. Try as help is there. You can find replacement for contaminated cones. Alternately, use alcohol to re-sterilize them. Duct tape and 1 turpentine. Sterilizing needs scotch, vodka, or whiskey. Just want to. There's some duct tape. And there's some turpentine. I wouldn't really trust. Duct tape as replacement bandages, but that's just me. Or look at that. It's the high proof alcohol you need to do that. Almost like they knew they should just put all the supplies you would need in here. sure do love being poisoned. Dealing with Cazador poison and getting the nice reminder I'm still poisoned every 20 seconds or so. Oh. I refuse to believe I wouldn't have been able to hear that. And now we're up to full radness. I guess a bighorn meat steak rather, and a blood sausage to just round out all the healing. I better not fucking die. Ah. And thin white paste. Let's get rid of that there. Poison. You know, since I've got a decent amount of survival, I really should be making some snakebite tourniquets. That involves finding medical tubing or whatever it's called. What those do is automatically cure you of poison and give you crazy poison resist for a while afterwards. And you need medical tubing or whatever, surgical tubing, that's what it's called. And buffalo gourd seeds. I don't quite get what the gourd seed is being used for. So tourniquet's something you apply usually to a, well, I guess it can also work with a venomed wound, but usually you see it for just to stop heavy bleeding, and it's sort of a last case scenario because it will, while it will save the life, it'll probably kill the limb it's applied to. The antivenom. I don't know if that works on poison that isn't the Datura-based ones, but I'm gonna go with it does.
The Narrows up ahead. That's the Sorrow's territory. They're peaceful enough, but you don't want to make them mad.
Yeah, so I think Joshua Graham talks about at some point. All the tribes of Utah have like a specialized weapon that they use.
You are the one Joshua Graham sent to us. Blessings of the Father in the cave on you.
Sorrows, like the slate here, have their Yaogwai gauntlets. The dead horses have their war clubs, even Paul's Chalk has one. But the new Canaanites have their 45 auto pistols, and the Whitelegs have their 45 auto submachine guns, or like thunder drums, I think is what they call them. And the Varmints have a Varmint Rifle. Whitebird's Cave. Herds don't have caves. They have nests.
The dead horse has told me details about the attack on your caravan. The Sorrows will mourn your friends too. They mourn everyone. In spite of what's happened, I hope that Joshua and I can help you out of here. Well, I'll be. I was starting to lose hope we'd be able to get any of this, much less all of it. Tribals are smart, but, well, they're ignorant. Letting go of a taboo is difficult for them. So I knew it would have to be one of us. Turns out all it took was a Gentile, or, no offense. These supplies are a godsend. But if we're going to evacuate Zion without drawing more white leg attention, I need you to go back into the valley. Specifically, I need you to scout out some locations for whitelegs and try to recover a map of Grand Staircase, a wilderness area to the east. There's also the matter of the roads. We're going to be heading out of the east side of the park, but I'm not sure the way is clear. I appreciate the enthusiasm. There aren't a lot of... Since you've been poking around the one of the Sorrow's hunters, Waking Cloud. After this, it's just a matter of getting it.
Well, here we part ways. I'm needed back at the Dead Horse. I will. Good gunning, Akis.
Okay. I'm not gonna put any. I'm not really gonna make it higher, I don't think. Could keep putting points into survival. Can make it so I can actually open things. Hmm. I mean, my charisma can't go any lower. It's already at 1, and I have the 9 Nightwear to boost it up to 80, which is probably about, I think is as high as you need it to talk the Legate down into a one-on-one. Although I think that might not even be a speech check. I think that might be a karma check. So yeah, I'll just dump the rest into survivable. Level 22, Voracious Reader, not good. Spray and Pray, not good. Ray Beauty, not good. Because I'm already a rad child. Better crits. Oh, perception is too low. Gotcha. So, what am I gonna go with? Tempted to do adamantium skeleton. Could do strong back to carry more garbage. I do like carrying garbage. Come on, the range sucks. I might just do intense training again. I'm not going to put it into perception because I think I'm past the point where it'd be good. Commando could help for bats, but my real problem with bats is just not having enough points. So I could do Action Boy, do Life Giver to be even tankier. Adamantium Skeleton's still pretty tempting. I think I will go with Action Boy. No. Yes, no. Yes, no. Well, let's see what our perception's actually at. Pretty low. I guess we'll put into it. Maybe I can get better crits in a bit. And that. I'm not gonna bother with getting a friend. I think her thing is... Oh, right. You have to walk out here so that Josh can jump scare you and yell scripture at you. Oh, right, that was the guy I woke up. What was I doing? What was I saying? Where am I? What's going on?
Daniel said that I was to...
Oh. They're, whoa. Her thing is that, um, the white legs and just the white legs are easier to sneak by because their perception score is lowered. And I'm not going to do bird quest because I just realized how low on good ammo I am. That does lead into the line, take drugs, kill a bear.
By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, O daughter...
You don't want to leave Zion. You'd rather kill every last one like
Given those two choices, yes. I don't enjoy killing. Practiced hands make for short work. Daniel and I don't agree You've seen what the Whitelegs do. Of course. Welcome back.
Nothing new, though. Could offload something heavy. I don't really have anything heavy that I'm not going to just feed to my gun. There's a grenade for you, and then I don't know if that goes into his... Some of it went into his actual caps, but not all of it. But enough for me to offload some of my garbage. And now we should be able to fast travel again. Oh no, a bloat fly. I need to see what the effects of the 223 ammo is because I can't quite remember. Easier on the gun, but less damage. It's an okay trade-off, and I've got a ton of it, so... Hey, look, a plane. Oh.
It is good to travel with another. I spend so long scouting on my own that I forget.
Oh shit, does higher radiation poisoning means even less strength? Well, strength's still high enough to hold my weapon, so... That's the only thing that really matters. Can't park there. Morning Glory Cave.
We should not be here. The Father in the caves. The Holy Father who gave the Sorrows his succor and gave the new... Many of the caves around the valley are sacred to him, and those who would trespass are punished by holy wrath. I understand.
So yeah, a little bit of cross wires there. The Sorrows, after being taught by the New Canaanite missionaries, uh, are convinced that God, with the capital G, is the Father in the cave, who they believed in, who was, in fact, just Randall Clark, a normal guy. A badass, but still just a normal guy.
O Father, guide and protect us, your humble children, as we labor in the vineyards, and make us strong to resist those who would steal Zion from us.
Pretty sure there was a trap in there. Yep, bear trap. So yeah, Randall Clark was a very good survivalist. You'll find a bunch of his caves that he lived in at times, and there will be traps in them, a lot of them disguised and hard to see. And just a lot of supplies left. God damn it. I even saw that one, I just couldn't stop moving.
We pass like moonlight on still water.
Right, I don't know how, pick locks. I didn't see another passageway up there. Come on, jump.
When salt upon wounds took New Canaan, he ordered the white legs to salt the earth so nothing could grow again. What kind of monster could do that?
You said it. A monster. There we go. Don't need to pick nothing if I got a key for it. If I can remember where the actual door was, it's up there. ton of XP. That's another thing, is this DLC is really good for XP. And as much as I'd love to just read through his journals, I'm not gonna. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Well, I think that's gonna be more white legs that have spawned because I did quest progress. Nope, geckos.
You leave me no choice.
What I should have done when I took intense training again is I should have increased my endurance. Because then I could take the perception implant. And endurance is just generally more useful than perception is. And if I manage to get to level 24, I could just take perception again. I could take perception through the intense training again. That's what I meant to say. Water, trail carbine. With that purified water, I can make more rushing water. Take a set. Another. Okay. Assault shotgun's worth a decent amount, but 12/7's worth even more, so if I get overloaded, I'm gonna feed it to them.
We pass like moonlight on still water.
I don't know about you, but I actually pass like a kidney stone. the
Experience
bend
says
bridge.
that most people outside the valley do not keep to the Father's ways. Perhaps when you leave, you leave me no choice. I'll fight you if I must.
And I think the last time I played through here, in a basically a casual run, I commented on this before, but why don't any of the tribals use anything like bows and arrows? Like,
I am
yeah,
glad
there's
so.
throwing spears and throwing knives, throwing axes, but bow's a primitive weapon too when it's ranged. It's not like they don't got trees. And even then, why aren't the tribals using like why doesn't she and Paul's Chalk use throwing spears instead of nothing or a 45 for the ranged option? I mean, I get that Follows Chalk uses a gun because he wants to be more like Joshua, because basically all the dead horses want to be more like Joshua. But still, okay, what am I heading?
Those tents down there. White leg warriors. You might rush them and take them by surprise. We might also use their superstition against. Yes.
All right, let's switch into our stealth camo, which is really just not being in power armor. I want to go into full stealth mode. And fuck it, I might as well. I've been hoarding these for no reason, basically. Also, I can't tell which set of arrows is the totems and which set of arrows is
Father,
killing them.
I ask that you guide this man who is the vessel of your will. Show him the light of your wisdom and the peace of your love. Amen.
There's a war totem. Yoink. Oh, that is a large bear. No, good enough. Guess there was just the two war totems. And now our quest has us going over to the bridge and there. Oh, stealth out the question now. Oh, a tomahawk landed and was stuck in me. Pretty sure the bear is behind me. Okay, is that enough bears for the challenge? No, one more bear. That's enough per level that I don't know what to spend it on. I mean, I know there's some perks that need energy weapons and guns, but benefit both. So I guess I can put points into there. Let's get some actual healing going. Mostly just to get some of the weight out of my bag. Pretty sure it's that bridge right ahead of us that I need to get to. Walking Cloud is back to sleep again. Hey, look, it's your river. I'm sorry. We both know you couldn't have a river. He's gonna keep getting knocked out until we get far enough, until I get far enough away to despawn whatever's killing her, or I go into a different cell and it just pulls her to me. Is it seriously the quest? It's just disarm. Bear traps. See, what is this quest like? Treacherous Road, kill White Legs planting traps, disarm traps on the bridge, just deal with them. Hey, she's back.
Show him the light of your wisdom. This is the only sure path from the narrow. I would suspect you are right. You leave me no choice. This one is mine. Anawai with you.
Need to find another campfire so I can make some more rushing water to not use. Come on, Cazador, get him. God, everyone's just getting in on this fight. Okay, is the fucking Cazador on their side or something? Well, they finally figured out where I was. Don't change the fact they can't hit me. And them being quest targets makes it so I can keep an eye on them, no matter how far away they get. Ooh, you on the other hand are a little bit of a different story. Oh, and of course there's an ant in a tree somewhere too. Okay. Oh, of course. invisible rocks. Well, they've remembered that one of them has a gun. Oh, head's broken. Oh, arm's broken now too. Yay! There you are. Oh, other arm's broken. Can you not, my guy? I kinda need those. Really, the quest should be remove them and disarm the traps, not just do one. Pretty sure my rifle is hungry. Okay, 5 more limb breaks, and then we get tougher limbs. Oh no!
Glad it's over. I have seen many strange plants in the valley. Plants that we pass like moonlight on still water.
I already killed all the bears in the bear cave.
Here they are!
Oh, it's the tree ant. Not tree ant, like, from, I don't know, Warcraft? I don't know. I never played any of the Warcraft games. Ant burrow. You know where this one? Nope.
Do you see them?
No. There, now I do. Yes, it's a very nice dead ant. I'm sorry, dog. It's such a waste what I'm using to repair all this stuff. Speaking of waste, how much are you worth? A lot less than a 12-7, so... Okay, I probably will hit level 24 by the time I get done with the DLC. So I'll take Endurance, unless there's a fancy level 4 perk. Level 24 perk that I see. And I don't think so. I mean, I don't have every level's perks memorized, obviously. But...
I need healing powder.
no, you need to just be super radiated so that your wounds heal themselves. Works wonders for me.
To the Father's ways. Perhaps when you leave, you will carry his word with you.
Alright, and I fast travel now. Yes, I can. You follow bridge. Is it that way? Yeah. Probably not going to do the demolition charge way and just kill bears. Oh, bad time to be scratching my chin.
Messy business. I am glad it's over. Yaoguai, even our strongest hunt, fighting so many at once. This many so close. Did Daniel not give you some of the new Canaanites' fire clay? That could easily look around and see.
It won't take too long to kill them all. So guess what? We're gonna kill them all.
This is Pine Creek, one of the only ways out of Zion Valley. Watch out. Many dangerous beasts lair nearby.
Also, that will let me finish the challenge for killing 10 bears. Ursicide.
I'll fight you if I must.
Quest completed. River. Monsters. Sad Gathering Storms. I don't think you can, we're getting close to the end of the DLC split into 3, like, major chunks. I guess technically 4. When you first get there, well, nah. So from when you first get there to when you get rid of Follows Chalks, then from when you get rid of Follows Chalk to when you get rid of her, which is coming up in a second, and then from there to the end, which again is coming up in a second. Alright, they have tame geckos. I mean, I suppose be a decent source of meat. And I guess their eggs, well, and their hides too. Where the flippity, there he is.
I'm glad to see you're still with us. I appreciate that's assuming. Don't worry, I don't hold it against you. You're a...
So, no matter what you choose, you're going to the last act of the DLC, you do have Joshua fighting alongside you. And I'm going with think leaving is for the best.
I hope it is. To tell the truth, if something goes wrong, more sorrows could die.
Honestly, I think the best would actually be killing the White Legs, because then they definitely can't do it. The Sorrows don't have to give up their homeland, and the White Legs don't go on to hurt anyone else.
We'll be traveling at night in small groups across the valley. But if the White Legs realize what's happened, once our path is clear, I'll give you everything you need to get back to the Mojave. It's the only way to delay the White Legs' pursuit.
Gracious Reader, yeah. Are there even any level 24 perks? Slayer. That's it. It's a good one, but that's it. Alright. Just going with endurance. Okay, that gives us enough to be able to get perception up when we get back to the mainland.
You must have made it to the tunnel by now. But there are sorrows all over the valley. We have to help them and get Daniel out of here. Right.
Shame I'm not using those. That is probably the worst companion perk. Yeah, okay. I'll go ahead and do these optional quests, since otherwise we're gonna end up finishing the game. But let's get to it. I'm pretty sure I talked about this last time I was here from the casual run, but Joshua Graham's character is modified from a Van Buren character. Fallout Van Buren is the unfinished game goes by, being what Interplay would have had Fallout 3 be if they hadn't gone under and the IP hadn't gone to Bethesda. Oh, there's a lot of remnants of Van Buren in New Vegas. But anyways, what I remember reading online, the predecessor to Joshua Graham was known as the Hanged Man instead of the Burned Man. And was sort of a pariah character. So you could get him as a companion and he was really strong, but he would make like almost everyone openly hostile to you. So it was are you sure you want to use this guy kind of thing? That's an anti-material rifle, and unfortunately, I'm made of material. That's something I really shouldn't be fixing, Varmint Rifle with. But I am. I'm out of jet, so I don't need to keep taking purified water off them. Hopefully one of them has a key. Also on here. Poor bastard. Stuck in the wall. Come on. Open Pip-Boy, please. Thank you. Unfortunately, I still can't pick locks, and they don't have a key. Oh. I found a key. Okay. Next up. Sanctity of the Dead. Oof. Some ways away. Retake the bridge. That's about the same place. Yeah, and you can't fast travel during the third act. Well, this one's at least on the way. Oh, nuts. What, you've never jumped off a cliff before? Into shin-deep water? I don't think I've heard that voice line before. But I like it. Yes. Wispy. Was this your house? You know, because it's burnt down? Anyways. This way? Yeah. Yep. There's the road, and we should just need to turn this way. We'll reach our destination. Die faster! That's not you, is it? My guy, you almost got an extra bullet wound. Oh wait, it's me that got shot in the head. Okay. Now we've only got one optional quest left. It's weird that they made the optional things their own individual quests instead of just tacking them on as optional things like they normally do. Boing. annoying.
You friend of Soros, yeah? We smash Whitelegs now. Because you're a friend to Soros? Very well. We go. Angry Ghost will do.
Oh, I thought it was just telling them to stay behind, and I was gonna do the killing. Yeah, he may have a garbage companion perk, but goddamn is he good at dealing out damage. You know, none of these guys are having good eatings on them, so are they even alive? Are these ghosts? Alright, now we go. Off we go. And unfortunately, no, I cannot fast travel. Oh, invisible flaming sword. No, 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 no. Ah, damn it. I mean, I'm not gonna fly across. I am gonna pull myself out the river to try jump it again. Okay. Nothing like getting jump scared with the kill cam, because your bloodthirsty companion found someone new. Why did it jump sideways? Okay, back my power armor. What's my rads at? 792. So I need 8 more rads to get back my full effect. Oh, that was a fun noise game just made. Okay, I don't think those were actually only giving 1 rad. I think they were giving less than 1 rad. Finally! Nice. Alrighty. I think I'm never going to see Joshua again. Because he's stuck somewhere. That's not true. I'm pretty sure he teleports in just a second. Be part of the final confrontation here.
Hueca muerna. Tu no esti.
Foolish, Outman. You best white legs you think. By my spear, you die.
You don't have a spear, you have a power fist with a block of salt attached to it.
Ha!
Oh, that's Daniel. Never mind. I thought that was White Legs. Daniel's having a little nap. That was loud. Again, really loud. Good job. This fight would have been over already if Joshua had followed me. But alas, he did not. There we go.
Please, have you done everything you can?
Yes, go.
You've done more than I could have ever.
Whoops.
And so it was that the conflict between the New Canaanites and the Whitelegs was finally resolved. The courier's involvement had tipped the scale, shifting the fragile balance of power.
After the Whitelegs drove the Sorrows from Zion, they celebrated by destroying all traces of the valley's former inhabitants.
This is why I agree
They
with.
appealed to the Legion for assimilation, but were denied. Their failure to eradicate the New Canaanites in Grand Staircase and farther up the Colorado had not gone unnoticed.
This is why I personally side with Joshua.
The Whitelegs made a half-hearted effort to find the New Canaanites, but were driven off by dead horses trained in the ways of Joshua Graham. The Whitelegs lost all hope of joining the Legion and disintegrated into a number of petty raiding bands, leaving Zion Valley a polluted cistern.
Daniel succeeded in leading the Sorrows out of Zion, as he had wanted to do from the start. The courier protected the Sorrows during the evacuation, ensuring that most reached their destination unharmed. Over the weeks and months to come, Daniel would see to the Sorrows' resettlement in Grand Staircase. Their adjustment to their new home was not without difficulty, but eventually, the Sorrows came to accept the loss of Zion.
Having helped Daniel and the Sorrows escape from Zion, the Dead Horses returned to their home at Dead Horse Point. The tribe continued to learn from the New Canaanites, and over many years built a flourishing community along the banks of the Colorado. Though the tribe's bond would endure, it was Joshua Graham's legend the Dead Horses would revere, not the tenets of New Canaan's faith.
Already weakened by several seasons of bad trading, the Happy Trails Caravan Company was initially discouraged by the results of its expedition. The fate of New Canaan and the evacuation of the Sorrows from Zion made the prospect of trading seem fruitless. When Daniel told his family about the exploits of Happy Trails employee the courier, however, New Canaan decided to repay the company's kindness. Twice per year, New Canaanites made the dangerous journey west to trade with a company in the city of New Reno. The Happy Trails Caravan Company could not survive on such trading alone. But the new Canaanites' generosity made tough times go easier.
After leading the Sorrows from their home in Zion to safety in Grand Staircase, Daniel continued to wonder if he'd made the right choice. He spent his life evangelizing the beliefs of his people to a new generation of young men and women, as his ancestors had for centuries before him. He was happy with his family, but for the rest of his life, there were nights when he awoke with sadness to find he had been dreaming of Zion.
And with that, the courier walked out of the history of the tribes of Zion and back to the gathering storm of the Mojave Wasteland.
Level up! I'm not going to put any more points in energy weapons. In fact, I'm not going to do that either. And more into survival too, I guess. And cool, look at this neat little footlocker. It has all the unique equipment that all the people had, and also scripture. I'm probably not going to use any of this, but I do like free stuff. Speech and perception, medicine and barter, melee weapons, definitely not using that. Crit chance, but only 15 DT as opposed to 25 DT. I might actually use this, depending on how high I can get its DT when fully fixed up. 4, so I would lose 2 DT, but gain crit chance, which is pretty nice. I can live with that trade-off. And I still am overweight. Okay, we can use the worst condition one of those because the worst condition, and I still don't know why I'm looting all this stuff for money. Also, I need to grab the rest of my junk from in here that doesn't exist. Or is it by this line? Huh. Jed, you piece of shit. Oh well. Nothing not too important in there. Oh, it might have actually been here. Oh, this is the... That was the Zion end of the cave. Please note, the actual Zion National Park is not that close to Vegas. That's just the loading zone they use. Still need to lose another 9 pounds. Alright, first place first. Gun runners. I need ammo and I need it bad. I have shot past gun runners. Also gotta admit, that's a pretty cool look.
Welcome, sir, or
Also, afterwards, Pentatron starts selling the mods uh, for the weapons from the DLCs, and also the weapons from the DLCs. Not all of them, but a fair few of them. I don't think I need those, but just in case. I'll take that. It's probably not a good idea, but something to fix up my armor with when it inevitably starts to break. Are you kidding me? So that's 2 crashes today. But at least, again, it didn't take OBS down with it. Gunrunners.
Welcome, sir, or ma'am.
Start with ammo. Small rifle. Rifle powder. Case box 556s. Varmint Rifle. Reinforced metal armor. Bunch of other garbage. And let me guess, out of primer again. Nope, powder this time. Break those down. Just gonna break down everything that gives me the materials for my toys. And that's it. 5mm gives me it. It's actually probably my best source of it.
Welcome, sir.
Because then I can come back in here. And buy everything that gives me what I want. But just the regular stuff because you can't break down the special ammo, which is kind of dumb, but I'm sure it's for balancing more than anything else. Okay, I won't need nearly that many. And I'm no longer over encumbered. Yippee. I don't think I broke it down. Yeah, I accidentally made it some, which sucks because that means I've just lost some materials. Okay, we're over 500 shots again on the good stuff. But I do not think that that'll end up being enough. Good thing I'm also going... Are you kidding me? Again? Okay, if it crashes another time, then I guess it is just not meant to be. And otherwise I am going to try to finish the game tonight. Fast travel to gun runners.
Welcome, sir, or ma'am.
Alright. Then we need 308. 45, 70, 50, 556 that we actually need, 5mm. Now, so that, so we're gonna get spare Varmint Rifle and reinforced metal armor. And I almost forgot the parts from in here. You can make plus P and SWCs? Huh. And super for 45? Oh, damn. Alright. I was trying to save. Okay. 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 I guess that's it. The game decided I'm done tonight. I want to get done with the game. Full stop. But the game had other plans. Thank you, New Vegas. So I guess tomorrow will be the for real final stream of this. And I'm actually kind of okay with it being a shorter stream tomorrow because the day after I do have to be up early to take some folks to the airport, so I need to not be up all night. Anyways, thanks for coming by. Sorry the stream decided it doesn't want to exist tonight. And until next time, take it easy.